Hey everybody, this is Local 24's Tish Clark. I'm here with Rob Perry. Hey Rob.
Hi Tish.
We're at H&R Block in West Memphis, Arkansas. We're talking about taxes. I mean, folks, have you filed your taxes? You have less than a month. Right?
That's right.
You're not busy at all, right?
No. I'm lying. Actually, we're very busy. It's great. We love it.
I mean, how many customers? I mean, since I've been here, like
we've
half
had
a dozen or more.
Yeah, it's just kind of popped in today, so it's wonderful. This time of year, usually in the beginning of tax season, we get a whole flood of people, and they get their documents and they run in because they want to get it out of the way.
Sure.
This time of year is the flip side. You get some more people that are going to owe money, and they're a little bit hesitant and stuff like that. I think it's more based on emotion that they don't want the stress and anxiety of filing.
I wouldn't either.
No,
I don't blame them. I mean, it's just part of life.
It is, but advice-wise, file your taxes. Whatever the situation is, you want to make sure that you file, because if you don't file, you're actually making your hole a little bit bigger. So we don't want that. But this time of year is a lot of fun because even though folks are coming in and their tax situation may show that they're owing, we can actually sit down with them and explain to them why they owe, but we can explain what not to do next year, so that way they don't keep having the same problem, over and over again. So that's kind of the fun. That's the fun part for me, because you're helping folks.
Well, I'm sure it's kind of fun for them too to know kind of what to do next time. But it's still kind of stinks and stressful.
Yeah,
and,
it gets stressing.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
What kind of tips? I mean, as far as, say somebody has never filed taxes, they don't know what to do.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take very long. What kind of stuff do they need to bring in? Any company.
Okay. Yeah. It's as long as if a lot of folks will get something in the mail that says tax documents, collect all your tax documents and bring them to us, and we can sit with them and we can kind of decipher what they have and what they need and what they don't need. My best recommendation is to file. Obviously, you don't want to not file, because if somebody out there receives a W-2, which is what you would get for, when you worked a job in 2018, you receive a W-2. Right. The IRS receives the same form. So if you don't file, the IRS goes, "How come you didn't file? We have a form for you." And then you're not filing. So my best recommendation is to come in and file. So that's my first tip. Okay. Second tip that I see is filing status. Somebody who is married filing jointly, or married filing separately, or head of household, or single, there's a lot of filing statuses. That's the biggest mistake I see, that they're not filing the right status. So they need to come in and tell us what their situation is, and we can guide them through as to what's most advantageous, and file us the tax code. So.
Another question: how long does it take? Like when somebody comes in, because fast and easy. That everybody's moving constantly. They
are. Well, actually, our company uses a drop-off service. So if somebody is, like you said, they're the world's busy. You're busy, I'm busy. So you could drop off your documents to us. Our tax pro can sit and go through your paperwork, and then they just call you and say, "Hey Tish, come on by, we're ready." So that's a very convenient way. If somebody wants to sit there with us, they're obviously welcome to do so. It really varies in time. If it's a simple tax return, you're probably looking about 45 minutes.
Okay.
If it's a complex tax return, like if they own rental property, or if they are self-employed,
partners in it,
if there's something that's a little bit more involved, or they have retirement that they took out, something, it may take an extra half hour to an hour. Okay. It just basically depends. The best thing I can say is just sit with your tax preparer and show them your documents, and they'll be able to tell you pretty much how long it's going to take and stuff like that. So
most people, the other question is, how much is it going to cost them to
come
into a company, whether it's your company
or any other company? Sure.
I mean, what's the price range?
Yeah, I mean, it's for us, I can only speak of us because I only work for the one company, but we use an upfront transparent pricing, where if a client has like a certain amount of W-2s, and we can look at their documents and say, hey, they have a child tax credit. All of ours is based on on that. So when they give us that information, we can tell them right up front before we even get started how much it's going to cost. And then they can sit and say. So it really kind of varies. I've seen tax returns as little as $59, and I've seen them as much as several $100s. It just depends on what the situation is, but we don't know that until they call us and tell us what they have, and then we can give them a price.
Did you hear that? You have to call them, tell them what you have, come drop it off. That's any company, H&R Block or any other tax company, but you have to get it done because
yes.
Time is running out, people.
That's right.
Time is running out.
Time is running out. April 15th is the deadline. So,
That's it. April 15th is the deadline. So Thanks for all the information.
No problem.
Anything else that you can think of that you want to tell people? I mean,
you need to get your tax stuff together, and you need to bring it to us, so we can make sure you're not filing late.
Of course.
But I guess really I know I keep kind of going down the same road. File your taxes, because if you don't, they have a not filing penalty.
Okay.
And that just means that when I said you're making your hole bigger, you may owe a tax liability, but you owe that now plus a late filing penalty.
That's
so avoid that and just file.
Yeah, if you file even close to April 15th, really, or after, because
it's after April 15th.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to be postmarked by midnight, April 15th.
That's correct. Yes.
So you have to get them done before then. So you'll have to pay a late fee, like a penalty.
Right.
If you do it after, you don't want that.
No, and it's unnecessary to pay money for for nothing. Right. It really is. It's a late filing penalty. If you know it in advance to get it done beforehand.
For somebody who's never, one more question, Rob. For somebody who has never dealt with taxes, I'm just saying, I'm asking for a friend. Asking for a friend.
Okay, it's one of those I have a friend questions.
Right,
I got you.
I have a friend. She wants to know, to file, you just bring your documents
documents,
or
yes.
you go online, or that's filing.
Yes,
right?
that's
for
filing.
For people who really don't know.
We have some people. I recommend like our company, you can file online with our company as well. I recommend, just because I've been in the business a while, if you have a simple tax situation, file it online. Okay. If you have something that's complex, like if you own a rental property, if you just bought your first house, if you just had your first child, these things are big changes in the tax world. So you want to make sure that you're getting every credit and deduction that are eligible for. That's why bringing your tax documents and sitting with the tax pro, we do consultations all the time. Doesn't cost anything to come talk to us, and we can.
That's another question I hadn't.
Yeah, no, they can come
nothing.
in. No, they can come in and talk to us, and we can sit with them and say, okay, this is where you're at, and this is your situation, and this is how much it would be for us to prepare your taxes. At least that way, you know exactly where they stand, or where you stand, the taxpayer, and go from there.
Asking for a friend. So, friend, now you have your information. Thank you, Rob, so much.
No problem.
Really appreciate it. We
Great.
love working with you.
I know. Thank you so much for coming.
Great information. Get your taxes done April 15th. That's the deadline. Okay?
That's right.
So from me and Rob, bye. Thank you. And you can see our story about the taxes, the tips, in case you missed it, on our website, localmemphis.com after 5 o'clock. Have a great day.